As science advances through its many years of existence, there are certain scientists that help advance it. But who are those people? The best of the best, the elite of the elite, the scientists who are very, very important. Who are they? I am going to find those people and put them in the very first Scientist Hall of Fame. Is there a Scientist Hall of Fame? Wait, hold on. Shoot. The very first Hall of Scientists. The first person to be inaugurated into the Hall of Scientists would be Aristotle. How could I not? He practically invented science. He was the man who was like, wait, what if all the stuff we already know isn't true? What if it's something else? And now look at us. So, of course, Aristotle, welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Second scientist to be inaugurated to the hall, Robert Hooke. Years and years and years later, in the 15th to 17th century, Robert Hooke discovered cells. Yes, technically, they have been discovered before him, but those discoveries weren't acknowledged, and Robert Hooke gave cells their name. Robert Hooke, welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Third to be inaugurated, Benjamin Franklin. You know, the $100 man, Declaration of Independence. Yeah, him. His famous kite and key. With that, he discovered electricity, something that could be used for power. Ben Franklin, welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Get ready now, because you're about to enter the 19th century. Fourth inauguration, Nikola Tesla. He invented the Tesla coil, which was a way to store electricity and to reproduce it in high voltages. Fifth inauguration and first girl in the hall, Marie Curie. She discovered two elements, polonium and radium. She discovered radioactivity. That is a really important thing. Do you realize that? So Marie Curie, welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Sixth, Charles Darwin. He discovered evolution. He figured out that organisms adapt to change in environment, but the adaptation only occurs in the organism's offspring. Seventh on the list, Thomas Edison. The light bulb. He did the light bulb. That's it. I mean, he did more, but that's the most important thing, and it's big enough to get him into the hall, so welcome on in. Now, welcome to the 20th century. Eighth in the hall, Mr. Science himself, Albert Einstein. Need I say more? No? Well, I'm gonna, because I want to. He is important, and not a lot of people actually know what he did. You should know that he did the E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times acceleration. What Einstein's most famous for is his theory of relativity. What's that? Glad you asked. Einstein's theory of relativity is basically the mindset of what if what happened didn't really happen? Or this happened, but something else could have happened, which seems simple, but it's one of the most complex things, honestly, ever. And that one mindset inspired so much other stuff, like the possibilities of teleportation, alternate dimensions, time travel even, all of that. And even the butterfly effect is loosely based on Einstein's theory of relativity. So, Einstein, welcome. Ninth, Stephen Hawking. He was a genius with a rare disease called ALS. He was able to study black holes with an incurable disease. Even with that disease, Stephen Hawking lived until he was 76, and the average male lives to 70. Stephen Hawking, welcome. 10th inauguration, Bill Nye.
But Bill Nye isn't a scientist.
Number 1, yes he is. Number 2, just because he has a bachelor's degree does not mean he's not a scientist. In fact, all that science is recording stuff down, recording your experiments, even just having fun. All you have to do is record it down into a notebook or whatever, and then boom, that's science. And guess what? Bill Nye had a TV show. He had cameras rolling everywhere, all around him, while he was doing his science experiments. And the reason why I wanted to put him in here was because he taught so many kids about basic principles of science, and he even inspired some kids to become scientists themselves. So, Bill Nye, welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Now, 11th, the last person I'm putting in here, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was a guy who said Pluto's not a planet anymore, he's a dwarf planet. A lot of people got mad at that. I don't know why. Why would you get mad at that? But his declassification of Pluto as a planet helped teach us more about our solar system, like what counts as a planet and what doesn't count as a planet. So thanks, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and welcome to the Hall of Scientists. Now, I will add more scientists to the hall eventually, but for now, thanks for watching. Oh, fine. I guess I have to put him in here. Isaac Newton. My good friend Isaac Newton. I guess he discovered gravity. I guess that's important. I guess he set the building blocks of modern science, I guess. And also the color wheel. He did so much. That would make him the third, so just move everyone after Robert Hooke up a number, and then boom. I'm not gonna redo this. I hate you, you know that, right? Now, thanks for watching. I did it. This is gonna be short now that I think about it. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.